Hello, this is going to be a short video on how to use the Contract Wizard for making your contracts for seller finance deals. Here is the main page of the Contract Wizard program, and what the Contract Wizard is a contract writer. And basically it's the 20 questions of contract writers. So here's the main page here, and here's where we're going to start making our contract for seller finance deal. I'm going to leave your name here. What this is going to do, this is the front, this is the page. You're going to fill out everything about yourself and the deal and the seller and the property on this page here. And basically what it's going to do is it's going to fill in all of this information into the contract for you, so you don't have to. So you're going to want to get accurate as far as, money down, if there is any money down. Sometimes we'll do 500 or 1,000, which is basically, again, seller financing. So this time we are going to do, let's see here, $100 down, down payment in the form of cash. And then the note is going to be for, let's say we're buying the property for $50,000. So we're going to go $49,900 is what we will actually have a note for after we pay that 100 down. And we do the 100 down. It just legally and everything wise speaking is wise to do, just to put something down so you have something on paper, even if it's just $1. It always helps. So I'm not going to put anything in other, because that's just for if you're going to specify, be more specific about a term or one of the terms of the agreement. And again, the deposit is going to be $100. And we're going to leave any street, any town, any state, USA. You'll see it writes that in the contract. If you were to write something in here, it would write that in the contract. And we're going to also leave seller's name right here. And we're going to go next. Here's where it'll explain to you in depth about what you're going to actually be doing, how the contract writer kind of works, and for different contracts like lease option, contract for deed, short sale, stuff like that. It'll explain a little bit of how you do that, which questions you're going to answer yes or no to, stuff like that. Here's our first question. The first question, is it a buyer's market? And yes, it is. Yes. So we're going to click yes there and click next question. If you don't know what the question's asking you, read the info right here. It'll explain more in depth of what you're actually, what the question that it's asking you, so you can get your contract a little more accurate to what you actually need. So you're essentially making a custom-made contract for your contract for deed, or whatever seller financing agreement you've come up with. So here we have, do you have any specific property in mind? Usually we do when we're writing a contract for it, or by the time we're writing a contract for it. So we clicked yes there. Is the seller forced to sell quickly for any reason? By the time they're willing to do seller financing, they're serious about selling, and usually they want to sell quickly. So we'll put yes there. Will this be a straight purchase? And no, it will not be a straight purchase. We're going to be having a holdback with the seller. So it's going to take that into account when it's putting clauses into your contract. Will this be an option agreement rather than a purchase? Yes, it will. But it's not going to be a lease option this time. So we're going to click no. Will you be buying the property at least partially for investment purposes? I am. You don't have to be. You can be doing it for personal reasons too. This contract works both ways. This contract writer works both ways. So we're gonna put no there or yes there, because I'm actually buying the property for investment purposes. Do you intend to subdivide the property? No, I will not be subdividing the property this time. Do you intend to upgrade the zoning and add a property? No, I do not this time. And here we have our contract, in depth, very custom, and you'll see right here, this is the contract explanation. Here is the contract, purchase contract, receipt addendum for deposits, and here's where it filled in all of your information there. And to be more specific, you're going to have to go through and you can actually type in anything you want, as far as numbers and stuff, and in any of these here, percents, everything, you make it exact, and then you just print her up and she's done. And here's, we'll scroll down here, this is your whole contract here. And it actually has clauses and stuff you can take in, add out if you want, and then an explanation of every clause that's in your contract. So there you go, and the link should be somewhere on the page. Take a look around. If you have any questions, you can leave me questions in my questions box. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.